I was gonna say, at least I'm back to the normal layout. But do you hear this? It's raining.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yes, it is. This looks like the one we started in. This looks like the... I mean, the rain is nice and cozy, but... And this is 427, that's my number. This is our office. Oops. Oh, can't go up there. No snarky comments? Yeah, this looks like we're back to normal.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And no, we're not, because there are still more choices.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The rain's gone. Okay, I guess we're back to normal now. Yes, employee
The
lounge.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its
Nothing.
grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper.
What?
Something darker.
Dude, I'm getting out of here.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, Stanley does not. He still goes here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, so now we go this way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
open
wrong
door?
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I wonder if I can
realize that
survive this.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
probably
the
not.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, that's right. You said I had a wife earlier.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem
Let's
yourself.
go back.
To put your work aside.
Oh.
To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Dude, what the hell? I mean, this has not been about my wife. Why is it suddenly about my wife? Okay. It's another guilt trip, isn't it? Oh, we can't go back, so we go into an... If this is going to lead to the color room again, I'm gonna punch someone.
That's her,
Holy
Stanley. You need to be the
fiddlesticks.
one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
So this is room 101 now, isn't it? Sure. I trust you. Wait.
Oh,
What?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I don't have keys to my own door.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Really?
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, screw you! I was ready to trust you. I just wanted to see what's behind the corner. Okay, let's go in here.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Press 8 on your keyboard.
Stanley
Sure.
is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Yeah, just like real life. Please press 5.
Look at
Sure.
him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay, I can't press anything else.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yes,
From
Skyrim.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Gee, aren't you cheerful? Was there even a TV? Oh yeah, there's a TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
It spooked me.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I wanted to see where they're going. Prepare dinner. Sure, sounds lovely.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
great.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Well, game with a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I know where this is going.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I to go to
And
sleep.
I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
All right, I can do that. Please press E to be at work in the morning. Sure, I will not push it. I'm sure this makes for really exciting video footage, but sure, narrator, if you say I should not push it, you have been saying I don't trust you, or I will prove to you that you can trust me. Now, of course, I expect this game to just sit there forever, and I will have to press E at some point and just proving the narrator that I don't trust him. Well, I really do trust him because he's been fairly truthful, actually. He's been kind of a dick, but truthful most of the time. Except for this little excursion here with the wife that doesn't exist. So, yeah. Sitting here, not pressing buttons. So, the Stanley Parable. So what does this all mean? Seeing as we probably have about 120 hours before this ends, if it ends ever. I have no sudden idea. And quite honestly, I hate the narrator guy. So, press speed. Nothing. Is the clock working? Yeah. Alright, I'm really tempted to just leave it sitting here for some hours. It is not going to change, is it?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press 0 to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley pushed a
die.
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Sure.
And
Well, it wasn't time for me actually pushing a button, but I died.